pace car.
This should be a good start here.
Here we go then.
It's going to be a drag race in turn 1.
Ah, Bourchette has got his hands tied at the moment because he's got some real muscle cars against him. He often dominates races in this group, but will he do it today, I wonder? There he is on the right-hand side. It's Group 6 and Group 12A, down towards the first corner, spreading out nicely. Look at that. Oh, the mauve.
Woo! Mooney, that was a good
of Gary Moore was in a real tailspin for a moment there. He's gathered it all together. He's in about 7th place. But Gary Moore had to take some avoiding action there under braking. Everybody cleanly through the first few turns, though, and back up the hill. And it is Scott Bourchette leading the way. Gary
Moore, very accomplished race car driver. I've got lots of great in-car footage. You can watch him on our social media channels racing a GT350. Lola GT40, and now this Mercury Cougar. Let's look at this group coming in. That number 36 car, you'll remember, of Scott Shadle was with us at Brainerd just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Jim Glass Corvette. At number 11 of Jim Glass.
Beautiful sand here. The first of 8 laps almost complete as they head down to the boot for the first time.
I was walking the grid the other day with my nephews, and I made him put his hand by the exhaust of one of these cars just so he could feel how much air they're pushing at idle. And it really is amazing how much air these engines push out, these big bore engines.
Yeah.
Scott Bourchette pretty comfortably in the lead, but you got to watch out because Rubright has a little bit more wing, has a little bit more downforce, and once the tires come to him, Scott needs to try to get as big a lead as he can. Then Hildebrandt there. Mark Hildebrandt in that 28A, followed by Mike Donahue, and then Jack Bush in that Jaguar E-Type. Claire Schwingen in the red, white, and blue Corvette. Gary Moore in the Mercury Cougar.
Yeah, like I said, Gary had a moment there, but he's got it all back together again, and now goes back in pursuit of those in front of him. There he is, just coming through.
Viviano behind him in the Camaro had to really lock up the brakes to avoid hitting him, so now he's gapped himself just to make evasive maneuvers. There's Rue Bright in that Boss paint scheme. You can hear the tires just fighting for grip around turn 1. It's a long downhill, really hard to judge turn. And you can see there that Calvin is peeing on something on the back of Gary Moore's car. I believe it's a Porsche logo. See that?
I didn't see that.
On his rear license plate, he's got Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, okay.
Urinating on a Porsche logo.
Oh, I see. I thought you were joking when you said that.
There's a few Porsches out there.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, just little details.
Yeah.
Viviano and Shadle side by side. A little bit of a lockup from Viviano there.
I like this car though.
Yeah,
I like the look of the color. I like the look of the shape. I like everything about it, and this car.
Jason Sessions in that number 200 Ford Mustang Fastback there. So it's Cougar versus Camaro versus Mustang.
Got the old Shelby GT out there as well. And a Jaguar XKE. So an E-Type and an XKE. Nice.
Well, I think it's just whatever they put. Same car.
Yeah.
But America, for some reason, calls it the XKE.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
The true aficionados would call it E-Type.
Just an E-Type, yeah.
Here we go. The drone's getting closer. I like it. Logan's getting brave.
Oh,
Get braver, Logan.
As the day goes on, he gets braver. Look at him.
That's Ray Zisa there in that yellow Corvette fighting John Cloud in that grabber blue Boss 302 from 1970. Ray Zisa is a really good driver. Drives with us a lot at Lime Rock here in that Group 12 Corvette. So expect him to move up through the group here.
Just one more race to go in our first day's coverage here at Lime Rock for the Speed Tour.
Ooh, close to the wall, guys. Uh-oh. Mooney has fallen back, our blue 42. He had a little bit of a spin there at 1 on the exit of 1, and I think he's thinking the car's not feeling great. So he's going to have to come in. Stuart Black's going to have to fix something there. And that is the number 11 of Jim Glass. Mike Origer, we wish you were here if you're watching. I know you were planning on being here when we hung out at Mid-Ohio, but hope you're having a good time, whatever you're doing. And we'll hope to see you at Circuit of the Americas. Cool cars in this group. You know, if I was smart, I'd like American muscle cars like I do my British cars. There's Rick Ortman in that 26. He's been our Group 10 champion a few times. Racing the Trans Am Series back in the day. And then Randy Williams, I'm happy to say, got his car fired up, and watch for him to move through the pack in that E-Type. The green
I don't know what was the problem. There it is. I don't know what was the problem. I mean, look, they were messing with his helmet. I don't think it was the car. I think it was he.
Yeah, it might have been just strapping in because he came out of that Group 4 car.
That's a good point. That's probably it.
Hardtop, hard to get out of.
Yep.
He also races a TR3 where he won the Kastner Cup a few years ago.
Yes, you informed me what the Kastner Cup was and took me to the prize giving one year.
Yeah, Kastner unfortunately just passed away this year. But we had the Kastner Cup in Portland this year, which was a lot of fun. Logan's getting brave, our drone pilot. I love it. I dare you to get braver, Logan.
He is listening, I can assure you. Good stuff. He's going to join the marshals in a minute.
Yeah.
See, now look,
that Alpha.
You've just egged him on. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him
More
go.
of this, Logan. All right, look at that Alfa Romeo back there. It's not on my list of cars. People.
Some of these cars are younger than the cameraman shooting them right now. Good on you, Ron.
Alan Friedman, who's in that beautiful green Porsche. I'm going to go off script here because I think that should be Mayor Primo in that car. That is a V6 Alfa Romeo, set up as they would have raced back in the touring car series. A really great sounding car. And then that 63 split window Corvette there with Dunthoff Racing. Beautiful car as well. Patrick Sessions. Look at this. Now these are two cars you don't see on track very often, ladies and gentlemen.
Certainly not together.
That's an 85 Alfa Romeo Milano touring car series. Fuel injected 3-liter with rear transaxles. V6 engine. And then there is a Cobra. James Aquilano. Beautiful Cobra. I got to see this up close. John McCormick should be out there with us in a Group 6 red Cobra, but I don't see him out there. The lines of a Cobra. You know, I love British cars, so this is maybe what I should like, right? It's a British car with American muscle.
Well, that's basically how they designed it, yeah. No word of a lie.
Blue skies, green grass and trees, beautiful weather in the rolling glens of upstate New York. What could be better than this? With American muscle making the music.
Yep. Yeah, it's a familiar sound around here at Watkins Glen, and Scott Borchetta has increased his lead. Tim Rubright still chasing him down, but good battle at the front.
Scott Borchetta lives in Nashville, like I do. And I got Dylan Hellman, his crew chief, let me come and tour the shop.
Oh, yeah.
There. And it's I think NASCAR shops would look at his shop and be jealous. It is a really top-notch shop.
I haven't been there physically. He's invited me over, and I will there at some point. But yeah, he took me around it once on a Zoom call and a Zoom thing we did before the Formula E, before the Trans Am E Championship, and it was phenomenal. And also the helmets and the suits he's got.
Yeah.
Fantastic. He's a real collector and a real a passionate man about his motorsport.
I like this shot here. We're being able to see the hands of the drivers. And if any of the drivers are listening, go buy some white gloves so we can see more handwork. It just makes for better TV. But as the light comes down there around the turn, we're getting great viewpoints into the cockpits of these cars.
There you go.
Brian Cooper fighting against James Martino. And there's the lead right there.
Like I said, 0.5. This has been raging for the last lap or so. Scott Borchetta is still holding off the man in second place, Tim Brewright, and here he comes down the inside. Defensive driving from Borchetta. He goes to the outside now in the 77, and Borchetta's all in the mirrors having a check.
See him looking in the mirrors. I love these shots we're getting.
Nice work, Hamish.
Brewright, that might be Rob Herdman in turn 1.
No, Rob Herdman is camera 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought camera 2 was shaky.
You're going to pay for that one.
I am. And you can see Hamish laughing because he got a little shaky. So here we go, Rube Wright.
We've got to give a shout out to all our cameramen. They're doing a hell of a job. A hell of a job.
Ooh, look at that, hopping over the curbs, putting on a good show.
Oh,
ooh,
go on,
nice.
Scott. And that was the mighty Mr. Herdman at the wheel of that camera. Doing a very good job. Long day.
Yeah.
But most of our cameramen absolutely adore racing anyway. So it's really a fun day out as well. You've got to be passionate.
Okay, so this is where Rube Wright should have a little bit of an advantage over Borchetta because you can't put power down here. You need the handling. You can look at Rube Wright's car. He's got a little bit better front splitter, more aerodynamics. That Corvette likes to lift off the front just a little bit, and Rube Wright has the downforce on the front and the rear. So here we go. Let's see what he can do here in the next couple of corners. Really give a race here. And now they're not even racing against each other. Scott is in Group 6 GT. Rube Wright is in Group 12. But when you're racing like this, it does not matter. No. And Scott Borchetta is a racer's racer. So he wants to win, but he wants a good race.
Yeah, and he certainly doesn't want to race, want to hurt that beautiful Corvette.
They both hit the brakes at the same time. That means that's going to give the advantage to Borchetta because he was ahead. Let's see who ducks in first here. They're coming up here on lapped traffic, but I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Oh, it's going to be a drag race into the first corner here at Watkins Glen.
It's about to get good. Looking in the mirror, looking straight ahead. Looking in the mirror, look straight ahead. And he couldn't get a good line there, Borchetta, because of the lap traffic, so he didn't run the ideal line. So Rubrick going up here. And this would be Rubrick's home track. He's friends with Alex Miller, our chief, and they live together. They live near each other, not together, but they live a couple of miles away. They're neighbors, and Alex lives close enough here, so I'm sure Tim considers this his home track. Uh-oh.
Well,
this is not where you want to hit traffic. Yeah.
This is going to be a bit of a nail-biting last lap for Scott Borchetta as they come through the bus stop.
Gosh, this is a good.
Oh, and he just threads the needle.
Oh.
Nice work from Scott Borchetta. And now Rubite tries to go around the outside. Now Jinx to the inside, back to the outside as they come down the hill, down towards the boot. And as Boris Seb would say, down towards the boot on the inside, get good drive here, and then go for it on the inside. And I think Borchetta will defend for all he's worth.
See what he's got.
Here they come.
Both of them through cleanly. Come on, Logan, let's make this a good shot, buddy.
He's going to go for a flyby, I think. Now, you can see that Corvette gets.
He's got the power, but Rubrick will have the brakes and handling, maybe.
Should do.
Might have spoken too soon.
Yeah, you can see him catch up there. It's great stuff. Great stuff.
This is what, 45 years of technology?
Yeah, I'm going to say there's a lot of difference between those two cars, but you wouldn't know it.
Okay, they were on the brakes there, just about the same place. Scott is tracking really, really well.
Yeah, it's one thing to lead when you're on your own, but to do it under pressure like this, especially when the checkered flag is approaching.
LL.
Last lap then. Here we go. There's traffic in front. And Borchetta's holding on.
Looks in his mirror, looks at the line, knows where he is. hits that apex, Rubright. And you know that Tim is just having a blast too. Uh-oh. Porsche, great job by that Porsche to get out of the way. We thank you for that. So he's only got about 3-4 more places, Jonathan, that I think there might be an overtake opportunity. And one of them's here, but he's too far away.
I say he's going to go for it at the closest he got before was at the boot. I don't think he'll go there again.
Maybe turn 9, 10, 11.
I love the way Borchetta slides through there. That is just immaculate. Nicely done.
It's a big machine that he's driving.
Nice. Nice work, Mr. Sissel.
Look at that. There's shade now on the track.
Yeah. Right, here's where I think his closest effort is. He gets good drive out of here. And this is as close as he'll come, and as you'll say, he'll use the technology, so to speak, under braking coming in to the boot.
Logan's getting lower. I'm loving it, Logan.
Oh, he's gonna, if it happens here, he's gonna get it. All right, they're coming straight towards us here. Last Chance Hotel. Borchetta's got the line.
Oh, maybe. Oh, don't dive bomb. Oh, good save, Tim.
I think he was distracted by the drone.
Maybe. Logan's like, I told you guys.
Great coverage, guys. Thank you so much. And really good stuff. Borchetta putting on a show.
Brakes. That's going to scrub some speed off. Both on the brakes at the same time. That's disadvantage Rubright.
Well, we offered you state-of-the-art muscle cars and vintage muscle cars, and that's what we're seeing right here.
He wants it. He wants it. He goes outside.
Not going to do it.
Look for the block.
And Scott Borchetta wins in style, and that was one that I'm sure he'll remember for a while. I bet he enjoyed that.
Yeah. When I went to his shop, he had all of his medals and trophies displayed at the front door.
Quite right.
And he had a couple of empty spaces. So I said, Dylan, what are these spaces? And he goes, we got 4 more races left. I was like, all right, I love that attitude. Good stuff. Scott Borchetta, Big Machine Vodka, Big Machine Racing, Big Machine Records. Good stuff. And he put on quite a show at the Big Machine Vodka Music City Grand Prix a couple weeks ago.
Racer.
Look at this. Hildebrandt coming across. Yeah. Mike Donahue, Claire Schwendeman, Jack Bush. Man, this is a great field. And there's our winner, Scott Borchetta. And he's had a lot of laps today. Did TA2?
Yep. Yeah, you forget that he does the premium series at Trans Am currently. And he's a regular top 10er.
Yeah, I gave my my nephews, who are of age, the Big Machine Spike Cooler this weekend. They loved it. It's like an adult Capri Sun. Have you had one yet?
Oh, yeah.
It's good stuff.
I had one of the plastic ones at Nashville. So that concludes our Group 6 and 12B action. And we've just got one more race to come this today from Watkins Glen.